Good morning, welcome to Morning Outlook. This is Kim speaking on Wednesday the 12th of December. Almost said November. Goodness, I'm trying to just run the clock back a little bit, give myself some more time for Christmas shopping, obviously. So, 12th of December, and what have we got here then? We've got a bearish pivot swing on the dailies on the euro dollar here. However, as much as bearishness it's sitting there, I do wonder whether today we might see a bit of a bounce, but let's see what happens. At the moment it's confirmed a lower high, it's broken the trend here, it's bearish, and well, we have got a daily pivot just above us. If that gets taken out, I'll just wait maybe to see if it pushes through again this morning. It did yesterday and then finally fell. Maybe worth just seeing if it does just break through a little bit into 34 even. Just watch this morning. We've got so many negative factors coming here. Those people like crossovers, negative crossovers. Look, the 50s crossing the 200 as a death cross, and there's so many things. And it looks so bearish that it'll probably rally. Almost. We'll see. But I'd rather be on the bearish side of it, and so I shall be waiting to see how it sets. Pound, well, the pound has huge risk as ever, but even bigger today, but it may be priced in, we'll see. But it looks like I almost said President May, but Prime Minister May be replaced, or maybe forced into submission and replaced, we'll see. Allegedly there's sufficient votes to create a vote on her position, so we shall see, but that may have a continued negative effect on the pound as we roll through here. It's it's pretty much a similar picture, very negative all the way through. Get down to the alleys, there's a bit of divergence kicking around this alley at the moment. It's again, I think it's just well worth waiting to see if any rally continues through the earliest point and see if we can get back on the short side. Dollar yen. Dollar yen's been a bit stuck. Yesterday, you'd expected it if the dollar was strengthening, it would have strengthened more, and it did yesterday. It did have a little move, but nothing compared to Monday. And at the moment, it's there was a bit. It diverged for a short while, but it's pushed through that now. Actually, maybe it's got some more potential to push up there. It's lost the initial momentum it had. You see, just by the size of the bigger bars here, the momentum slowing down here as it's pitching up. Maybe it too. It's diverging, and it's got a daily pivot underneath, so a retracement to at least that level is possible. And it could be that we just see a bit more of a correction today on these markets. I may be wrong. I'm really looking to get short on the euro to pound side of things and long on the yen would be my plan, but I wouldn't stand in the way of any sort of more significant retracements here. Aussie dollar. Well, talk about weakness come back into its market. It's certainly failing to do anything really, but it did end up yesterday with a positive day, which is, I guess, more than a lot of the markets did. And, well, it still has potential to push up towards that weekly pivot. If the other markets start rallying, it might just get a little bit more lift, technically back to these key levels. Not a lot more else to say on the Aussie dollar. I don't day trade it, or the Canadian dollar. Canadian dollar steals many a trader's purse. And where do we sit here? Well, it's really yesterday was one of the smallest days I've seen for a long time there. I mean, if you bring it down to a 60-minute chart, you can see it's very tight range. It didn't even get down to its pivot during the day. I mean, it's done it almost now, and it looks like, well, maybe that could push over a little bit more, but again, it has a daily pivot above. It may draw up to that level at some point, but not really going anywhere, and that pretty sums up the Canadian dollar there. Right, and finally news today. All we've got coming out today is the US inflation data, the consumer price index. It's the most important of the inflation figures. This will be watched quite carefully, and this could be the point, a triggering point for maybe a bit of a move. If this was to come in lower than the forecast, the core figure, it's expected to come in at 0.2. If that was to come in less than 0.2, that could create a bit of dollar softening. because it gives more of those people that are believing that they're going to slow down in a big way, which is very likely next year in terms of increasing interest rates. It may give them more ammunition, and hence we may see a dollar sell at that point. But if it comes in at 0.3 or whatever, that puts the pressure on the other way. Okay, that's pretty much it for hope you have a great day. Bye for now.